so a stats recap. What do you remember about box plots? They show the 5-finger summary. Yep. What else? They could have an outlier. So what's the 5-finger summary? Anyone remember? So the minimum. The min. What's the min? What's Q1? 3.5. What's Q2, or the median? 5. That's why it's still on, or it was still on freeze. Q3. Yep, 6.5 in there. Very good. And the max, 9. Okay. We also know an outlier is what? 12. Okay.
What about the IQR?
We can figure out the IQR as well. Yep. What's the IQR? Q what? Take Q what?
Q3 take Q1, which is
6.5 minus 3.5 is 3. Very good. So, if you didn't write it down already, most of the data, or I should say most of the number of clothes, that's what I probably should say, most of the number of clothes is between 3.5 to 6.5. So most teenagers purchased between 3.5 clothes and 6.5 clothes, okay? On average. Obviously you can't buy half a piece of clothing. Otherwise you're getting ripped off at the shop. Crop top. And they charge so much money for such a small amount of material. It's ridiculous. Determine the standard deviation. Remember what it looks like? Remember, it's a circle with a funny hat. It's like a Donald Trump symbol. So, anyone remember the rule? Yep.
X1 take mean squared plus x2 take mean squared, so on.
Etc. So you're adding all of the differences squared. Very good. Until you get to the final x value. That should be a minus, not a plus. So you're taking each of these numbers and minusing the mean away from it. So we needed to first find the mean. And is it, we have to assume, is it a sample or is it the whole class? We're assuming that there's not 5 people in the class, yeah? So it's a sample, so it's n what? Take 1 for a sample. Okay, very good. Sometimes the sampled standard deviation is drawn like that, or just a little s as well for the symbol. Okay, so sample standard deviation, probably use an s. So the mean, we've got to add them all together and divide by what? How many are we dividing by? 5. Okay? Second line of working, you take each of the x values and minus the mean squared. Okay? All the way up to the last one, which is again 18. You can also use that table. Remember I showed you how to use the table? The table. The thing on your calc. Yeah? Did anyone use that thing I showed? 2 people? 3. Yay, that was actually worth like showing you and making a YouTube video for. Anyway.